Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to Mid Wales and a very, very special car.
Get away from my car!
And a very special mate. Guys, Moggy's back on the channel. Now that ain't a normal Defender in the background, is it, my friend?
It's a beast.
It's a beast.
Ready to be unleashed on the hills of Wales.
That thing is Tesla powered.
Monster.
Right, roll the titles. Mate, what a thing.
It's a beast, isn't it?
It's a proper beast. So tell us about the car and then tell us what you've done to it.
Right, so the vehicle itself, obviously Land Rover double cab. It's kind of a replica of the Bond Spectre Land Rover. That's mainly what they call
SVX
it.
did those, didn't they?
That's right. Without the city big rope on the front, which I thought is, nah, I can't put that on.
There's no snorkel either.
There is no snorkel, yes. Right. This kind of gives the game away as to what we've done.
Yeah, exactly. So what have you done in your electric classic cars madness?
Obviously, we've gone very sensible with this one, you know me.
Yes, no. You've never been sensible in your life, mate.
What have we done? So we've taken all the dirty, smelly stuff out and we've replaced it with power, which means a Tesla drive unit. So we put a Tesla drive unit in the middle. So we're taking it, usually drives the rear wheels, and we've kind of turned it 90 degrees, changed the gear set in, put a limited slip diff in, and then that drives the front and rear prop.
Yes.
And that means that if we just simply did that and floored it, everything else would break. So then we've had to upgrade everything Land Rover on it. So the axles are heavy duty axles in it, the CV joints, everything Land Rover-ish now has been upgraded, including a limited slip diff in the front and rear axles as well. So it's actually
you got three diffs, or three limited slip diffs?
Correct, yeah.
Wow,
so off-road wise, it's fantastic. In fact, it's probably better off-road now as it was before.
Yeah.
There's no high-low high-low gears in it, because essentially you don't need that. It's got maximum torque from 0 RPM, so you don't really need high and low for that. It doesn't really need the lock diff in it because it's got the 3 LSDs, and if you do lift one wheel off the ground, you just kind of put your foot a little bit on the brake to drag it a little bit, and it kind of like helps all the others just engage. So it's a beast off-road now, which is why I brought you up here for a bit of playtime.
Yeah, it's perfect, isn't it? And then battery pack wise?
Battery pack wise, let me show you, it's probably easiest. So we've got a full Tesla battery pack in it as well. So we've got the Tesla motor in and a full Tesla battery pack. So we've got 10 in here and 6 in the back. So a typical Tesla Model S or Model X has 16 Tesla modules in, and we've put 10 in the front, 6 in the back, and it's all in here with a sealed battery box in. You've got things like a vent here. You're probably wondering, why is there a radiator on it?
Yes.
Well, this is actually a dual radiator. So this radiator here is cooling the motor and inverter, and this smaller radiator here is cooling the battery pack. So yeah, you still need to cool these things down, just nowhere near as much as a diesel or a petrol car.
Yeah.
So we've got 21 kilowatt charging system on it as well, so 3-phase AC charging on it. No CCS on this one, but we've got another Land Rover in the workshop that's got CCS on for rapid DC charging. So yeah, it's a 100 kilowatt hour pack.
Wow.
So it's a decent sized pack, but you've got to do that because it's coupled to a car which has the aerodynamics of a garden shed.
Mate, it's not going to be the most aero, is it really?
No, and plus you've got it's not just the aerodynamics of a garden shed. You've got things like this and this on that act like a parachute. So think of it as a garden shed with parachutes on going down the road. That's what the aerodynamics is like. And then you've got, again, with the rolling resistance.
The rolling resistance of those bad boys.
So it needs a big battery pack to be able to cope with the fact that it's a big, heavy vehicle. Aerodynamics are awful. Rolling resistance is even worse. But to be fair, the torque of the motor, you hardly even notice it's got these big wheels and tyres on.
Yeah.
Because usually with a diesel or petrol Land Rover, if you put big, massive wheels and tyres on, you feel it. It's a bit sluggish and it doesn't quite go as fast. Overtaking's a bit of a chore. But this, because of the amount of torque in it, it's just, I hardly notice it. You just floor it and it still is ridiculously overpowered.
So you brought me up to this rather spectacular location.
My garden.
We're surrounded, yeah, your back garden, surrounded by off-road capabilities.
Just pick a direction and we'll go that way. You want to go that way?
Yeah.
Go on then. Let's go that way. Let's off-road!
Let's do it, come on.
Oh, I need a ladder.
You need a ride. It's a proper case to lift yourself up, isn't it? So, this thing's just so cool, mate. Seriously? It's been done beautifully inside, though.
Yeah, it's nice, and it didn't come to us like this, obviously. I mean, we've done a full-on interior. Our lovely trimmers have done a fantastic job there.
Yeah.
Nice. So the seats are heated seats as well. Mate. So a bit of luxury in the Defender.
Hold on, mate. How's this look?
The torch there, so just pulls out. Charges up when it's in the halter as well.
Brilliant.
So quite like that.
Excellent.
We got for me the luxury for me in these is the fact that there's more space for the driver, which sounds really weird in the Defender.
Yeah.
But because there's no clutch pedal.
Yeah.
And there's no gear like sticks or four-wheel drive and lock, and there's normally 2 gear sticks there, a handbrake here, and without the clutch pedal, I've just got more space. There's a driver, which you still have to put your arm out the window to be able to like drive properly with the steering wheel.
Yeah.
But it just feels more spacious in here because it's electric.
Now then, we probably have to address the elephant in the room.
In here?
Yeah, we probably could get an elephant in, actually.
Probably in the back here.
No masks.
Oh yeah, we've had our COVID test.
And that is the reason we had a COVID test, because we were filming together yesterday and we had to pass a COVID test before we could do that.
Indeed.
So we are COVID free. Woohoo!
I'm not pregnant.
And you're not pregnant, yeah. Might be by the end of this one. Right.
Oh, we're going to that place, are we?
Yeah, right. Let's go. Right, come on then. So I guess it's just a case of stick it in drive and...
You have to turn it on, crank it to start it, and then you've got your little RND for reverse neutral drive.
Yeah, do not resuscitate.
Take your it's electric parking brake. So EPB as we call it.
Is that the one off for Tesla? Or did you change the design? The first one you did?
Yeah, we tried the Tesla parking brake, but it didn't hold a vehicle of this size and weight.
Yeah.
Because the discs on a Tesla are like yay big. Discs on the Land Rover are a little bit smaller. So it didn't have that like grip. So we changed to Willwood in the end.
Oh, okay.
And they hold it lovely.
Yeah.
Because it is a bit of a weighty beast.
Yeah. Because the brakes on these... Take me away. The brakes on these, does it brake in the gearbox or the diff or something?
Yeah, so the handbrake on a normal Land Rover is actually on the transfer case. Yeah. So there's like a drum brake on the transfer case. Obviously, we've lost the transfer case and replaced it with the Tesla, and yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
So the first thing is that you can feel the knobbles on those massive tyres, even though it's like
It doesn't help the fact that we're actually on gravel and stuff now, but yeah, you definitely feel the knobbles at lower speeds.
Yeah.
And on tarmac and in the workshop, you feel like you're running over something.
So the large Tesla's what, 450 odd horsepower, but correct. I guess for this it's all about the torque.
All about the torque, yeah. And you got lots of low down torque. I mean, as I said, this is quite a weighty beast of a vehicle. Yeah. And I'm hardly touching the throttle, which is why you don't need that high low diff. I mean, we've got good regen as well for hill descent mode as well. Yeah. So you don't necessarily, when you're off-roading, want to be using the brake too much going downhill if you can help it. So you want to use engine brake. In this case, regen with the motor. So it's got quite a high regen in for that respect. But it's a go anywhere vehicle.
Yeah. And it's just a stunning place here, man. Gee whiz.
Oh, we're not even at the top yet. No. You can have a go once we get up the top.
Oh, music to my ears.
Have a bit of a rag around.
So you've done, obviously we did one of these in Series 1 Vintage Voltage.
Yes.
And you've done quite a few now.
I think we've done 5 now.
Yeah.
I think we've got an order for, I think it's another 5, no, it's more than that now. About another 15 on order now.
Wow. Now, the question I get most asked whenever I do something with you is about how much these conversions cost. So yeah, so battery pack and motor, that's a big chunk of
it's not cheap to do a conversion on something like this, because you've got to use the biggest battery pack and the biggest motor. You have to upgrade all the Land Rover stuff to be able to cope with that power as well. So you're talking about 75 to 90 grand, depending on the spec, to convert something like this. So unfortunately, it's not cheap by any stretch.
Do I have to get out and do the gates?
You've got to do gates,
Oh,
mate.
mate, gate duty.
Yeah, get your ladder out to get out.
You gate bitch.
He's not a country boy. I wonder if he knows how to use a gate. Well done. Good gate work there.
Yeah, all right, mate. I tell you what, you do have to hold yourself in, don't you?
I was thinking you're not a country boy, so I was thinking the gates you might be in it. You know, the plane now approaching gate 5 is.
Yeah, I'm a country boy, eh?
Yeah.
Not quite this kind of country, but South Downs are quite good.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not cheap things, and even the smaller conversions, they're quite a lot of money. And I think
the conversions.
you've got to understand though, the amount of work you guys have to do it is immense.
Yes, I mean the prices are starting to come down as we're starting to do more volumes.
Yeah.
So we're starting to do Land Rover Defenders in batches of 2, 3, 4s, etc.
Yeah.
And that brings the cost down. The repeatability of the design means we can, more quickly knock up some battery boxes with the plasma table and stuff. So, the prices are coming down in that respect.
Yeah.
But our conversions start from anything from, say, 15 to 20 grand for a little city car like a Fiat 500 with, a 50 to 75 mile range, which is plenty in the city. Right the way up to basically the Defenders and the Range Rovers, which are probably the high end, which they need massive battery packs, they need lots of power, all the other bits and pieces upgraded to be able to cope with that. So that's probably the opposite end of the spectrum.
So you mentioned it in the intro, but let's just kind of, for everyone, help them understand exactly how you've done the conversion, because the Tesla motor it's pretty much underneath us.
Yes.
In a Tesla Model X or Model S, that would be between the rear axles sideways.
Correct.
And you've turned that 90 degrees and dropped it in the middle of the car.
Yep.
And I'll put some B-roll over while we're talking about with the drive shafts coming out to the front and rear axle. But you have to make the motor spin the other way.
Yes, that's right.
Going
Forgot all
backwards.
about that. Yep, you're right. So we need to.
See, I remember these things from the show.
Somebody's paying attention.
Yeah.
It's not me.
So it's actually running in reverse.
Yes. But our motor doesn't actually care which way it's spinning, but the oil pump that's inside the drive unit does.
Yeah.
So obviously then it'll be blowing oil into the sump rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
So we've had to put a little solution in to reverse the oil pump to be able to work in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But apart from that, that's the only thing we needed to do to get it to run in reverse. Because
Really
as
cool.
I say, a motor doesn't care if it's spinning this way or that way. So, and then we had to change the gear set, because if you didn't change the gear set, it would literally be probably maxing out at 55 miles an hour. It'll get up to 55 miles an hour very quickly, but
look at that. This is like something out of Top Gear. Look at that.
Yeah, this is on the tops now.
That's mega.
Not quite the tops. We'll go up to the tops for the wind turbines later on, but
Wow, mate. That's epic.
that's in regen now. So I mean, I've not touched the brake at all yet. So
that's like hill descent control.
it is, yeah,
but
very
you're
much so.
charging the batteries.
Yeah. But it's actually better than normal hill descent mode in petrol and diesel cars, because essentially it's so smoothly, applying braking to all 4 wheels, because it's an electric motor. I wonder if we can get onto that ridge.
I don't know, mate. I'm sure a man of your calibre can find out.
Let's find out.
This is proper off-road, isn't it? Look at that view, man.
Oh, God, see where we're going. Over a ridge.
Wow.
Good. We're good.
We're good. All good.
In fact, let's just go this way. There's no tracks this way. They always say the adventure starts when the road ends.
Yeah.
There's no road, definitely no road here.
Man, look at that.
There's quite a drop down there.
Yeah.
So we won't go that way.
Nah, that's not a good idea.
But I think if we try to go up there, that might be fun.
Well, we've got a massive winch on the front.
What's the worst that can happen, eh?
We'll get stuck. You've got a land anchor with you?
Got a what?
A land anchor.
A land anchor.
Yeah.
We've got a big winch. I don't know how that would help, but
It's
I might see if we can get up there. Let's have a look. It gives you, I think it gives you overconfidence having such a big vehicle like this. Oh my lord.
Stop it. You're kidding me.
Should we give it a go?
Yeah.
Okay, I think just for safety purposes.
We should get out and have a look.
Yeah.
Dude. That's good.
Let's do it. What's the worst thing?
Look at this though. That is just insane. Well, I reckon you're safe, mate.
You reckon? Yeah, I'm never safe in a car, mate.
It's just like we're driving off the end of the world.
I can't see a thing. At least we've checked.
Yeah.
Right, ready?
Yeah, do it.
Let the regen kick in.
My God. Mate, that's wicked.
Should we try it this way?
Yeah,
Should we see if we
do
can
it
get
this way.
Alright, let's give it a go. I was going to say let's do a run up and do a jump off, but I think there's a... when I was younger I might have done something silly like that, but I'm old and sensible now apparently.
I mean, if you're driving towards that, you think there's no way a vehicle's going to drive up that. That's
I'm not
ridiculous.
going to guarantee it's going to get up it this time, but let's see. I'll keep the same speed.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's not even blinked at it, is it? That was easy.
You're
That
kidding
was
me.
too easy. That's about 45 degrees. That was nuts.
Mate, you have made an off-roading monster.
I'm telling you, bring on the zombie apocalypse.
So I'll tell you what, all right, anybody who says, oh, you're electrifying cars, you're destroying the original, drive one of these.
I think you should have a go. Come on.
Oh yeah, baby, come on.
Right.
So when you said, oh, do you want to have a drive? I thought it might be on some tarmac, not on a...
Nah. Oh, you've done that enough times in your life, mate.
Yeah.
Let's give you some proper Welsh experience.
I'm Lantra qualified. I can't believe he's letting me have a go at this.
Right. Oh,
Right then.
I feel like
Where's
a
the gear
driving instructor. Okay, so
Right.
put it in
Drive.
D for drive.
Yeah.
Parking brake is off, and
Yeah.
just slowly introduce the throttle.
Oh, there we go.
And just walk it over. Just head straight, I
It's the
think.
most surreal thing ever.
It is a strange feeling to know that you can just basically just drive
mate,
over stuff like this.
That is.
I can't see a thing. I know there's a big drop here.
Foot off.
That's nuts.
Oh yeah.
Let's do that again.
Let's do it again.
It's
Let's
like
do it
being
again.
at the fairground.
You can feel the torque.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just there. That's phenomenal.
If you floored it, it would just fly off that thing. I'm warning you now. Don't do that for God's sake. But it will just fly up there.
So while we're driving back and having another go, because on time like this car will do 0 to 60 quite
Probably
quickly.
about 5 seconds, which isn't bad for a like 2.5 ton
So
vehicle.
now where we go? We're heading up.
I reckon you should go over it, mate.
Oh, come on then.
Go on, over the wall of rock.
That one right there.
Yeah.
You're going to get out and get
I'm
one
going
for
to
the
film
gram.
it. Yeah, go on. I'm going to film this.
So here we go. Slow and gentle, lots and lots of torque. Oh my goodness me. That is... Oh my God! That's amazing! That is utterly amazing!
Let's go up there.
Okay, let's go up there.
That's called the Widowmaker. I don't know. We'll just name it.
We could name anything, couldn't we? That's, yeah.
Let's go up that way. We'll head towards the wind turbines because there'll be some nice iconic sort of footage for you up there.
Wow.
Doesn't it make off-roading easy? I mean, you've driven and apparently have qualifications.
I have qualifications, yeah.
You've mentioned it once or twice.
Yeah. This is just exceptional.
But isn't it easier than like a petrol and like a diesel?
I was just saying
off-roader?
while I was doing that, it's the application of the torque. You don't have to worry about clutch control. You just, I mean, I've hardly got any throttle on there at all.
Yeah.
And I think there's an argument actually to say, I reckon these would be more sensitive to off-road than a petrol car because you're going to have less wheel spin. You're just going to be applying the power so smoothly. This is ridiculous. I'm not even trying.
Yeah. You just apply the throttle as to what speed you want to maintain, and you can't stall it. I mean, it's just simple. An idiot could go off-roading, couldn't they?
Yes, they could. You just proved that one.
I've proved that many times, mate. Go up on the grass bit, and then.
Yeah, I want one.
Yeah, I was never into Land Rovers ever. I've always been a VW and Porsche guy, and my old VWs and Porsches, and Land Rovers. I live here, basically, in Wales. It is Land Rover country. It's where people come to pretend they can off-road.
Yeah.
But we live here.
Yeah.
So, having grown up with Land Rovers, I just thought of them as nothing more than a glorified tractor. It's a farm implementer. But now, since I've built an electric one, I love it. I've got one myself, as you know. It's in the workshop.
Oh, mate, your one's going to be proper.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, because I use that for a bit of B-roll, but that's beautiful.
So my take on a Land Rover is it needs to be nice and simple. Like the old Land Rovers when I was in school and went to my mate's farms. They were very simple things.
Yeah.
And I wanted to strip it down to essentially the simple enjoyment of a Land Rover. So it's all stripped out, no carpets. It's actually just got wood slats on the floor.
Yeah.
So it can easily be just brushed out with a mud. No sound deadening, no door panels at all. It's just stripped down, a 90, which is the shorter one.
Yeah.
2-door, no roof on it even.
But this is your car, mate, so it's going to be a bit bonkers.
I mean, it's probably not going to push the truth to say it will be the quickest Land Rover in the world.
Yes.
It just simply will be.
Because you're doing it.
It's going to have 600 horsepower Tesla drive unit.
600 horsepower.
It's light. I've taken the opportunity. I can't even be. Am I saying the word lightweight and Land Rover in the same sentence?
Yeah.
I know, there are such things as lightweight Land Rovers, but I have put on things like plastic wings because they have plastic wings you can get now, and some other opportunities to lose weight here and there.
Yeah.
But it's going to be ridiculously quick.
It's a beautiful thing.
I may put a roll bar or roll cage on it as well, just because I'm very sensible.
Yes, I would probably think about doing that. Look at this. How cool's this, man?
Yeah, so this is when this is built, this is actually the largest wind turbine, or wind farm, if you like, in the country. I think there's something close to 100 wind turbines up here.
Mate, that is ridiculous. ridiculous.
You like that, did you?
It's amazing.
Good toy.
Now it is very, very windy up here, but that's a good reason to have a wind farm.
That's right. And that actually is powered by renewable energy. My electricity supplier is a renewable energy supplier, and it's wind farms like this that's actually powered it. So
There you go.
it's about as green off-road as you can get. It's
There you go.
powered by renewables. It's got no emissions. And it's a weapon.
And it'll go anywhere. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'll put Moggy's details and Electric Classic Cars details below. Keep an eye out for us, vintage voltage. But yeah, amazing vehicle.
I'm glad you
Absolutely
enjoyed it,
amazing.
mate.
Always love spending time with you, mate.
It's all right.
We're going to now enjoy ourselves driving back down again.
Yeah, let's have some more fun.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have done so, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come. I'll put Electric Classic Cars social details. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube.
There you go.
See you on the next film, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Drive safe.